Right, let's bring you this particular story now. It is one of our leading stories. An ANC Youth League branch has joined the Women's League in calling for Pule Mabe to be suspended. Now, the party spokesperson is under investigation for alleged sexual misconduct. For more on this, we're joined by Thabang Sankara Lediga. He is the chairperson of the ANC Youth League here in Alexandra. Mr. Lediga, thank you very much for your time. Firstly, talk to us about why you feel that Pule Mabe should be suspended, because at some point in your statement, you're actually saying that the mood is that of, and I quote, #Pule Mabe must resign.
Thanks very much. We've noted with great disappointment and disgusting news that the spokesperson of the ANC has then sexually harassed a young woman. And then as the ANC Youth League from Greater Alexandra, we feel that since the lady affected, she's from our structures in the zone, we then feel that what Comrade Pule Mabe did was actually embarrassing and disgusting, and we're actually calling for him to take and do an honorable thing and resign from his position until the matter is set to rest.
What about the principle of innocent until proven guilty? Are you saying that Pule Mabe is guilty as charged before there's even a hearing or a disciplinary inquiry conducted?
We're treating this matter, in fact, we're treating the issue of the victim in as much as we're treating the issue of a suspect. We're saying the victim, we believe whatever that he has said, and then Pule Mabe must just resign because the position that he's holding is of a national importance and is damaging and putting the integrity of the movement at risk, and we can't afford that at this moment. Whoever is found in the wrong, this activity is happening throughout the country, in the corporate sector, in the private sector, everywhere it's happening. And we can't continuously treat this matter as by the way. We know the influence of Pule Mabe. He is a powerful politician in the country, and we don't want it to be treated lightly. We want him to do the honorable thing and send a strong message to all the people that are doing these activities to tell them that we don't tolerate such an activity as young people.
This is the second such incident, Mr. Lediga, that the ANC is faced with. One of the recent examples is that of Marius Fransman in the Western Cape, who also harassed a young woman at a party event. Is this a growing culture in the ANC? In your view, are there more and more of these things happening behind the scenes that we perhaps not aware of?
We can tell you that there's more and more of these activities that are happening. We can tell you, and we want to encourage all these females that are perpetrators of these activities to report these incidents. We can't continue. They are buying them small gifts, they are buying them cars, they are paying rent for them, they are giving them money for school fees, and these things are done within the ANC. We want all the women that are being victimized to come out in the public and deal with this demon, so that we send a strong message to that whoever is doing all these activities must know that they are not going to succeed. So we encourage all women. We know them by names. We want them to come out in the public. We're going to protect them. We're going to be there for them. We're going to support them. All of them. They must come out.
These are women in the ANC.
We're saying we know them by name. We participate with them. We know they are being bought with cars. They are paying their rent for them. We want them to come out, all of them, in the public.
Are these women staffers at Luthuli House? I just want to be clear and specific.
We can't confirm whether they are staffs at Luthuli House, but we're saying people in Luthuli House, they are buying young people cars. They are paying rent for these young people. Women. We can't confirm whether they're working at the Tule House or not, but the people that are doing these things are within the structures of the ANC, and we want this rot to come out. And this is not the first incident that the Comrade Pule is participating in, and we want this thing to stop. We encourage, we are happy that this thing now has come out. We thank the bravery and the courage of this young woman.
So how many times has it done this to how many women? If you're saying that this is not the first example by Pule Mabe participating in such, or conducting himself in such a manner, are you saying you're aware of more cases?
We are aware of more cases. Isn't that we are saying that we participate in the structures? We know who are doing these things. We live with these people, with these all women that are being victims of such activities. We're always with them. And we see these things, and we encourage them to come out and speak in the public. We'll protect them.
In your view, just as we wrap up our discussion, the party has set up what it calls a grievance panel that is going to investigate this. Yes. Do you know who's going to lead that panel, and do you trust that those people who are tasked with this responsibility are going to do an honest job of this investigation?
No, look, we're going to put pressure. Whoever is going to try and do whatever in activities, we're going to put pressure that the committee must do its work without being biased If they want to be biased, they can be biased to a young person. But they cannot be biased in any form. We want them to treat this issue with integrity and not be biased with anybody, and they must treat it with due diligence and do their work perfectly. We do not know who are the participants, and we do not want to know who are the participants. We are interested on the outcome. But in the meantime, what we are calling for is that Pule Mabe must remove himself from the responsibilities of the spokesperson of the ANC until this issue has been dealt with and put to rest.
If you're saying that you know some of the people that are either being harassed and you also know the perpetrators, why don't you expose them right here and right now?
I can't do that thing because I need to protect the integrity and the image of the woman that I'm referring to. In the same instant that is happening now, this one has come out because he couldn't continue, couldn't take it for long. You can see it's from August and we're sitting in December. But we're happy that it's coming out now. Because the question would be why he didn't speak. I mean, why didn't he speak in August or in September when it was happening? But we're saying we don't care how long it takes for as long as it's going to come out. And we don't care if it happened 3 years, 5 years ago, as long as it's happening now. And we believe, and we're going to motivate and encourage all the victims to come out in the public.
You raise a good point there, that this actually happened way back in August.
Yes.
The young woman involved
Yes.
is said to have reported this. In fact, she sent a 14-page letter to the Deputy Secretary General
Yes.
of the ANC,
Yes.
Jesse Duarte. Are you saying that Jesse Duarte could possibly have sat on that document without acting on it? And if so, does that give you confidence in the leadership of the ANC dealing decisively with such issues?
I don't think Mam Jesse would just sit with it on the table and not do with it. The fact that there's a grievance committee that was set up, we believe that the action was taken. But we're saying the issue must be dealt with. Because the perpetrator is interested in miniskirts, it must be dealt with in an approach of a miniskirt. We want it to be dealt with shortly, very quick, and done with it. We don't want it to take long, because the issue must be responded like you respond when you're looking at the miniskirt.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. That is Mr. Lediga. He is the leader of the ANC Youth League. Thabang Sankara Lediga, the chairperson of the ANC Youth League here in Gauteng. Thanks for your time.